Very excited about Facebook Lives, guys. We used to have Roofing Rundown show at YouTube channel every Friday. Last year, I don't know, we've done like 20, 30 episodes. We got overwhelmed how many videos we were producing, so we pretty much stopped doing those and we replaced them with the news. And I'm not a big fan of Facebook Lives at all because I'm more prepared, more structural. I'm trying to have my logic and I'm trying to create content that people will watch. And for me, Facebook Live, a lot of times, it can be a waste of time because when we go to internet, we will search for certain searches for certain questions we want to answer here and there. And for me, I personally can't stand 45 minutes videos when I have to dig for information. I want to go for the title. So here's what we're going to discuss, guys, today. So we will talk about cease and desist letters, but not right away. This is all the topics we're going to cover. I'm going to read some hate comments. I'm going to address my haters. I do have quite a few of those. We're going to give you some rules for giveaways this week. They're pretty good. I'm going to cover some ugly truth about call centers. I have some insider information. I will explain why call centers suck. And call centers in 2020 seems to me that they're declining in quality of leads. More and more complaints from roofers coming out of using those. So I'll explain those. We will talk about most profitable upgrades for roofers, what you guys can be selling and make the most money on. We'll talk about cease and desist letters. We will talk about biggest mistakes roofers make in marketing. I also want to touch on CRM musts. A lot of people have asked me questions about CRM during the classes, and since it's most asked question this week, I want to cover a little bit like what your CRM must have, absolutely must have. We will give you a really big update about Roofing Insights lead generation. So we've been generating leads pretty much almost every day for the last 2 weeks. I think we got like 10, 11 leads or so. My team doesn't even know how many leads because some people are texting me, some people are emailing us, some people contact us with Facebook. Sometimes people come on YouTube channel. We have, I don't know, 150,000 views within the last 30 days. So people commenting, can you recommend a roofer? So we have hot leads and we're distributing them. So at the end of this video, I will tell you who's gonna get our free leads. And then after that, we're gonna do Q&A. So looks like we have 61 people. I mean, imagine, guys, a room of 61 people. How awesome is this? Welcome to 2020. This is an amazing opportunity. Thank you for being here. So here's what we're going to do today. Giveaways. We're going to give one membership wave to our school. We're going to do, and this is going to be ultimate ticket. So pretty much I'll manage your YouTube channel. I'll log into your QuickBooks. This is $1,500 giveaway right here. We will do one ticket to Atlanta class. We will do one ticket to Seattle class. All classes, all information is going to be at roofingclass.com if you want to register to those, if you don't win, but we're going to give away one ticket for each. Here's what you have to do for your chance to win one of those 3 prizes. You have to comment in this video, in comments below, answer this question. What should we do with the cease and desist letter if we know we're going to get $10,000 fine? So we have a letter out there, let's just say like Roofing Insights in theory. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. What should we do with the cease and desist letter that we receive knowing that it'll cost us $10,000? Should we post it? Should we make a video about it? Should we do something creative with it? Should we not post it? You comment below the best, the most sarcastic, funny comments will get one of those 3 prizes. I'm not the judge. Amber, come here. So I have Amber here, my assistant. So Amber, she does have a pretty good sense of humor. So if you want to be funny and make some funny stuff, and also Robert there, if she struggles with the comments, if comments are going to be so good, Robert, he's a stand-up comedian right there. Show them Robert. So that's Robert right there. He looks like me 10 years ago. He thinks he's funny. I don't think, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Robert is comedian. So if you want to impress these 2 people in my room, comment something below. What should we do with the $10,000 cease and desist letter? So if you know we're going to pay the price, what should we do? Should we not post it, maybe send you money? I don't know. You tell us. So let's go, guys. Number one, I want to start with the hate comments. I got this comment. I just have to. When somebody's commenting and hating me openly, publicly, I just want to reshare it. If you've seen what I did with the Waxman video when he went, 20-minute video, he pretty much trashed me that day. Hold on one second. I pretty much took his video and re-uploaded to my channel just to see how you guys gonna react. Give me 1 second here. I have this really good comment, I promise you. Something about me, comment below if you agree or not. This guy is a total scammer. He has no idea what he is talking about, and all he does is promote high-end gutter guards, which is probably, I even brought some gutter covers here, that are expensive and do not work any better than the ones he says not to use. He has a scam website that advertises his roofing school that teaches contractors how to sell products and services for a monthly fee. My best guess, he is a product service rep for the company's product that he pushes on YouTube videos linked to his webpage. He has no experience or education working in construction or roofing. I changed like 14 trades. He has a degree in theater from some school in Russia. That makes some sense because he is a con man using social media to further his own needs and mislead the public. That's probably true. This is not some consumer advocate who's involved in the product testing for the public good. In the video, he's holding the products he says not to buy upside down and trying to place in the gutters backwards. It's about actually our #1 YouTube video of all times, best and worst gutter covers. If you inquire into the more expensive gutter guards he advocates, it will get you the endless phone calls and emails to have someone come out to your home to do an estimate, and once they get out there, start telling you everything else that needs to be fix your roof. The smartest thing to do is to buy a sample piece either from the store or online and test it out on a small section of your home, or ask a friend or neighbor who has used one of those products if you interested in. Beware of social media scams like this one. So pretty much, I'm a scam artist. What you have to do, you have to go talk to a neighbor or go to Home Depot, buy a piece of product, install it on your house, and do the test yourself. So instead of listening to me explaining 7 products, this guy say, go do it yourself or talk to your neighbors. Anyway, guys, I do have some real haters out there, guys like this. They entertain me. I'm going to keep sharing comments like that with you in the future. And another thing I want to do pretty much in every Facebook Live video, I want to teach you something about technology. Last week I showed you how to use calculator here. There's one reason only you should consider iPhone is because your Android probably don't have AirDrop. Comment below if Samsung or Android phones can compete with Apple AirDrops. Just throwing it out there. If you have reasons to use Android, I want to know those reasons. Anyway, let's keep going here. So, ugly truth about call centers in 2020. This one is really big. So I just got a call today from Mexico. I do have a lot of insider information. For the purpose of this live video, and I just want to take a couple weeks break from legal actions and cease and desist letters. So I actually have lunch with my lawyer yesterday, and I have decided not to talk about any names for at least a week. So from now until next Friday, I'm not going to call anybody's names, but I want to cover this topic so bad. What's happening with the call centers? Well, it's very simple. Mexico became like a world capital of call centers. At least for the United States, that's the closest, biggest hub where most people are actually dialing. And one of the reasons is because how expensive it is to hire people who will dial working in the United States. As a matter of fact, just this week, we have interviewed someone who just quit this Tuesday working for Yelp. There's a guy named Brian. I can actually say his name. He gave me full disclosure. He said, you can use me, whatever. So Brian worked for Yelp for 1 month. He was working at the call center, benefits, talking about living in California, everything, perks, working for big Silicon Valley company, right? So he quit. He quit at lunchtime, and at 1 p.m. I was on the phone with him for 20 minutes. He told me everything that Yelp does and why we and no one should do business with Yelp. Very entertaining call, probably gonna show up on the YouTube channel next week. But when I was talking to Brian, I'm like, wow, this is so hard because nobody likes call centers. Nobody likes to work for call center. I mean, imagine that job. You just dial and dial and dial. So call center in the United States start outsourcing it to poor companies like Philippines, Mexico, where, job like that can, you still get a job. For them, it's a lot of money. For us, we can't even have people working for those wages. So what happened is, call centers started being outsourced to Mexico, but American companies who offer those leads start doubling or tripling prices, pretty much build the brands. And I talked about it a little bit last year, year before. So what's happening now, they buying leads for $40, $50, and they reselling it to the contractors for $100, $120, $150. I've seen leads for $200. So we have a middleman who's charging an arm and a leg for their leads. And the quality keep going down, and there's been quite a few movements. Companies in the United States were not honest if they're outsourcing to those companies, in Mexico. So if you guys, and this is all you have to take from this life, if you need solid original source for call center, I'm not gonna share it in a Facebook Live. If you're in our school, I'll share it with you. I will share it only with the people I trust, but I will give you a name who actually works for most call centers in the United States. So we do have, somebody in Orlando who has a call center, somebody in Colorado who has a call center, and they claiming they have a call centers, but they are not. They're actually outsourcing it to Mexico, and sometimes they're not paying their bills. So there's a lot of tension there because they're collecting from the contractors, not paying their bills to Mexico centers, and obviously pretty much subcontractors not getting paid. So think about like this. I know some subs who now became a contractors themselves and doing the work, but they were doing the work for years already. So those call centers are in trouble who have been relying on those subs because they ruin the relationship, and those subs are pissed now. They don't want to work for the call centers or branding call centers, the one who can charge contractors, so because they couldn't sell for the high price. Anyway, if you need a solid call center and not to work with a middleman, I will give you a couple of referrals. I actually have two that direct source, guaranteed, straight to the source, straight to the call center. There is no middleman out in the United States. Let's take a question. Do we have questions yet? No questions? Guys, you can start asking questions. Amber will write them down. We're gonna get to them probably in 15-20 minutes, but at least she's gonna write some questions down, and you can keep commenting, answering that question in the meantime. But I will have time for some Q&A at the end. By the way, this is not alcoholic beverage, but this is good. Anyway, I want to talk about real quick about most profitable upgrade. So one of the most profitable upgrade, I know I read that comment right there. The most profitable upgrade is actually right here. Here's the reason why gutter covers are the most profitable upgrade. If you look at the Google pay-per-click, how much people are paying Google to advertise this stuff, it's as expensive as roofing, but it's also double or triple the profit of roofing trade. One of the reasons is because you don't have as many players in this market. Nobody truly knows what works, what doesn't. And overall, I would say, if you're smart, you're gonna learn from companies like McDonald's, who sells burgers for a living, but they make money on the fries and a Coke. That's what's been happening in construction as well. If you want to make real money, you should learn from companies like Leaf Filter. Leaf Filter is a $100 million company. They're charging $30 a foot. So what they've been doing, they've been brainwashing homeowners. So a lot of homeowners do know that good gutter covers, branded gutter covers, actually cost more. But I find it very good niche right now for the smaller contractors. You don't have to charge $30 a foot. You don't have to charge $3, $4. You can be in the middle charging anywhere from $12 to, I would say $10 to $15, maybe even to $20 for something like this. Your margin is going to be good. You're actually solving the real problem. And some contractors, probably going to hate you and call you not reasonable because you're charging $12, $15. But even at the $12, $15, you're still going to have the cost. Companies who are doing gutter covers and who are really pitching them and understand the product, they're killing it. This is Leaf Solution, one of our sponsors at Roofing Insights. I just want to give them a plug. I've been working with a Leaf Solution at my roofing business for 5 years now. 5 years ago, I have ordered a product called Extreme Gutter Covers, a pallet. I think I paid like $9,000 or something. So they ship it here, and we've been installing them, 5 years ago. Now with the Roofing Insights, we recommend Leaf Solution. I was blessed to meet the team, and this is actually one of their products. But wanted to plug them in. But overall, the only reason I plug in any product at Roofing Insights is because I believe it and I use it, I make money with it, and I want you to do the same. So number one, guys, most profitable upgrade you can do will be your gutter covers. Second one would be your insulation. If you guys doing installation, if you're not doing installation, you're missing out because your profit margin should be at least 50%, most cases up to 100%. Not many people are doing it. You are competing with installation companies, but not with the roofing companies. And because you're so different and you're checking that attic all the time, you will win, and a lot of times it will help you to get the job. So that was my most profitable upgrade, and highly recommend you to check with the Leaf Solution. I'm gonna probably put everything in the comments below so you guys check them out as well. Maybe Amber, comment below their link to their website so people know how to find them. Okay, now cease and desist letter. We have 65 people watching. Do I want to talk to 65 people about cease and desist letters? So one quick update. I'm going to disappoint you. I'm not ready to talk. So I have few now, okay? And few from billion-dollar companies. They're pending that I received now. I have to respond now. I'm dealing with the legal stuff. The lawyers involved, and it's all about content. It's controversial. Guys, shh, I can't. So what I want to tell you is this. In this video, I will talk about one cease and desist update. We will see how this video does. We will see what kind of audience we reach. You need to understand the cease and desist, while it's fun and entertaining for you and a lot of drama, for us it's a lot of risk, and we have to calculate our risk. So we're going to see how we're going to do like on this video. So if we have big audience and it's worth to expose this information to this audience, I mean, next Friday or following Friday, I'll talk about my biggest battle out there. For right now, I'm going to give you a little bit smaller, which is my cease and desist letter from GreenSky. And I talked to them recently. I did not talk to their lawyer. They sent me their sales rep, and they offered me, they pretty much asked me if Roofing Insights is open for sponsorships or affiliate programs, if Storm Group, is my company, is willing to entertain the idea to offer GreenSky. Here's my answer to it, and this is what I want this Facebook Live to be about cease and desist letter, which you have to guys understand. A lot of people ask me, Dmitry, why are you getting those cease and desist? Why is it so powerful and so important? Well, here's why. If you have agreement with the big billion-dollar corporation and they are the one behind it, if they are created that agreement, it's probably not in your favor. So for example, if GreenSky comes to me and says, Dmitry, we want to pitch you, we want you to offer GreenSky, obviously it's going to come with agreement. The moment I sign it, I'm probably going to cut my rights in half. It happened to me many times, and one of the reasons I'm getting cease and desist letters from companies, because I have agreements with them. Like even with a company like Home Advisor. By the way, quick update on Home Advisor. Somebody just tagged me today on the Home Advisor commercial. So they have a commercial they run on Facebook, and there's tons and tons of comments on it. Somebody tagged me on it. I go in, I can't even comment. So Home Advisor figured out how to block me from commenting on the Home Advisor ads, because a lot of people were commenting. Anyway, So when you have agreement, and I've seen it, like I'm not going to mention name, but there is a really big manufacturer, and they had a problem. So they were not certified. They installed multi-family home, like pretty much apartment complex. Really, really big job, right? So they install it. Within 2 years, they have a major problem, like major. You're talking about opening claim. And they started filing claim. Legal got, like you're talking about, reps coming out, legal, warranty inspector, everybody. But it was product failure. It happens. It happens a lot, actually. And on commercial jobs, it happens more in residential, because residential homeowner rarely going to pursue class action. Usually it's $7,000, $8,000 job, $12,000, not a big deal. You got 7 hours of your roof. Yeah, it had 25-year warranty, but now, if you have 7 years out of it, you're not going to sue. Now, if you're a management company, you have commercial building and your product is failing, guess what? It's a couple $100,000 job you will pursue, because there's management, there's board. It's important. As a matter of fact, read your warranty with your manufacturer and ask this question: is it different from residential and commercial? Right? So, lifetime. Okay, it's all good. Why is it different? If product is good, why does it have different warranty for residential and commercial? And I'll tell you what, commercial is way more honest, because there's more liability and risk to actually be truthful and accountable for actual advertising, promises. Where residential is, they know the homeowner's not going to be there in 5 years. Commercial, they know the owner going to be there for years. So real talk. But here's what happened in that Texas stuff. Texas job. So they filed a claim, but they were not certified. And the guy told me, he called me last year, he said, Dmitry, we called them. They were slow at first to honor their warranty, and then they were so aggressive to sign us into their program for us to become certified. Here's why. Because when you're certified, you can't do this. You can't go and make video about, hey, that roof failed, that product failed. You can't do it. You're certified. As a matter of fact, a lot of certified contractors, I have a company right now in North Carolina, they received cease and desist letter from another manufacturer, I believe CertainTeed. I know CertainTeed, I'm just not going to name the company. How about that? He's still not going to figure it out, who I visited in North Carolina a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, so CertainTeed sent them cease and desist letter because they were talking about class action lawsuit that CertainTeed lost. And they're like, yeah, we know we lost the case. We know we have to pay $1 billion, but you still cannot just go and tell people that. Yes, you can and you should. So my answer to cease and desist letters, a lot of them are bogus, but they only have a power because you were certified. So if GreenSky comes to me and signs Stormgroup Roofing, and now I'm offering GreenSky, and they say, well, you have disparaging video, boom, they have power over me. If I'm a third party, if I never use their stuff and I talk about them, take me to court, please. Send me cease and desist and let's talk. So, but I do have a few real issues with the companies that I was certified installer. I cannot even mention that I was certified installer. They were trying to shut me down, and they were looking for lifetime silence agreement. Pretty much says like for the rest of days, I would not be able to talk. I feel like I work for CIA or something. So yeah, that happened too. Do we have questions?
No questions yet.
No question. If there's going to be no question, we're going to end fast. What?
Oh, there is one question.
Okay, just write it down in a second. You want to just read it to me?
Sure. On the insulation install, do you have your own people or sub it out?
We have both. On installation, we have both. We do have really good sub, but we have couple employees, so it depends how busy we are. In the winter time, we definitely can do it in-house, but in the summertime, if our in-house guys busy installing roofs and stuff, we're definitely going to outsource it. Let's go to the next thing here. Biggest mistakes a roofer makes in marketing. I was thinking the other day what happened with Waxman. I'm not going to beat the dead horse here, but I was thinking really like what happened and why so many roofers got screwed. And it's not only about Waxman, it's in general, like in marketing, why so many are making these mistakes, and like the biggest mistakes. So I would say the biggest mistakes in marketing for roofers is number one, not asking for referrals. Like nobody truly asking for referrals anymore. I see the social media is changing. People come into the groups like, who do you recommend? Who do you recommend? And people dropping names. But once you get a name, still ask for a couple of referrals. We recently called one company and we say, do you have referrals? They're like, nope, we don't do referrals. Well, why would I do business with someone who's asking me, $3,000 a month to promote their to use their product when they cannot give me referrals? If someone would ask Waxman for referrals, they would not get one because he never delivers service to anybody. So the biggest mistake, number one, that roofers are making, we just trustworthy people. We just feel like, okay, the kid comes to us and we don't know like social media and he claims that he can bring his business, we're gonna hire him. And there's a lot of schools now, like Tai Lopez's, and there's a lot of online courses who teach how to sell to business owners. Pretty much, you promise a lot, you try your best to deliver some, and you charge arm and a leg for it, to live your dream life. And roofers goes like, yep, sound good. Where do I sign? So don't guys do it. Always ask for referrals. Ask us for referral. If you ask me, who do we recommend for the website? Obviously, we'll do like roofing brand Chris Linder, because that guy, I've never heard bad recommendation. I never heard anybody who I refer to him who comes back to us and say, well, no, it was not a good experience. Guys like Chris Linder, roofing brand, will take care of you. We have few, like Hook Agency in Minneapolis. They do an amazing service. They're not our sponsor, but I would recommend them because I've seen their work. They actually work for my competitor, but I still have to respect good work no matter if I have horse in the game or not, or even if it's competitor. Like you have to recognize, big firms. So another one I want to say is biggest mistake, in my opinion, the roofers actually make is they don't do a lot of work themselves. Like nobody taught me how to do this, how to do YouTube, how to do Facebook. There's so much stuff you can guys do if you just dedicate 1 hour a day just trying to learn it. Go ask Facebook how to do ads. Yes, there's a lot of courses. Adam Sand will help you. John Hughes will help you. I will help you. But there's so much stuff that you can do by yourself. We did a lesson today for our students. Like, we're talking about a 5-minute lesson, how to use Google My Business. It's free. You just have to get used to it, have that habit. Instead of watching me every Friday for an hour, maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes, trying to do update for your business for the weekend, what kind of offer, what kind of service you have. Google My Business is absolutely amazing app. It's just like a Facebook, but it's for your business. So Facebook builds your personal brand, personal identity on Facebook, on social media. Google My Business will build your brand identity on Google. When somebody Googles your company name, it's going to come up. And you are the only one who can do a really good job with it. No marketing agency will ever do what you can do. I mean, obviously, if you pay $5,000, $10,000 a month, hopefully you will get good service, but you know your business and your story better than anyone. And little things like that. I see the roofers just refuse to do work themselves and they rely on other people. And I say, don't. Go figure it out. I mean, you will figure it out if you at least try. If you don't try, you will fail. And then last one is not doing research. Just do the research. We have so many comments these days about services like, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, AngelList, because people are actually getting smart and they're going in and doing research, Googling and YouTube and stuff. But also, so many comments come and say, I wish I watched this video. If you Google and YouTube, don't take my word from it. If you YouTube Home Advisor, and just complaints or reviews, just see what comes in the search. See what people are saying, and then you will get idea what research you're gonna get. If you're gonna get, don't Google like Joshua Waxman, you're gonna get waxed. But Google any service that you wanna use and see what kind of reviews they're getting. Even with the products, here's another thing, guys. You guys are making fun of me, some of you, that, I talk about big brands and, I'm biased. Well, it's fine. I respect that. But here's what I have to say. Ask yourself why some shingle brands, for example, disabled their reviews on Facebook. Like Atlas, they don't. if you're talking about billion-dollar companies, Atlas, way more than $2 billion company. They're huge. And it's not easy for a company like Atlas to actually go public and say, no, social, we're going to be open to it. We're going to open for feedback. I think Pepco is another company. They just say, yeah, you can review us on the Facebook. It's hard for the manufacturers. You know why? Because homeowners don't know how to install it right. There's a lot of homeowners, do-it-yourselfers. They can go buy a product, not follow instructions, or, a homeowner can also hire, cheap labor to install expensive product, and they fail. And now, or I've seen complaints on websites like OC, Owens Corning. They would come in and say, well, this job failing, and it's a layover. Of course it's freaking gonna fail. You did layover, nothing to do with the shingles. But the point is, ask yourself why some brands would not let anyone, I'm not even talking about YouTube, I'm talking about freaking Facebook to let review them. Companies like HomeAdvisor, Porsche, Yelp, they don't have Google My Business pages. Marketing 101, 90% of searches online happens on Google. And you're telling me that billion-dollar companies spending millions of dollars on marketing cannot create Google My Business page so people would review them, just like we review restaurants, just like we review hotels and airlines and all of that? Why? But some of them do though. So you can say anything you want about me and me like being hungry for review. I want to find that information. I'm not stupid. I know it's easy for a manufacturer to hide from the review. It's crazy how easy it is. You just don't create a page. Google is not going to create a page for you, so there's a big conspiracy theory there too. Anyway, as far as cease and desist goes, as far as biggest marketing roofers goes, I think we covered it. If you have any more questions, want me to elaborate, comment. I'll ask questions in a minute. I want to talk briefly about CRM musts. A lot of talk last 2 weeks about CRMs. Obviously, I'm a bias because I do use JobNimbus. I teach JobNimbus, I breed JobNimbus, but I respect any CRM out there. IQLinks, love IQLinks. I love JobProgress. I love like any CRM out there. But I want to answer a question. What the must that CRM has to do? CRM is a customer management platform, right? So for me, CRM is something that lets you as a business owner to run your business from when you're out of state. So if you want to be anywhere on the planet and still run a business and manage your business, you have to have a CRM. But it has to answer a few questions. Who, why, when, who was in contact? It has to lead that customer journey. So I run Storm Group Roofing and I'm not there. Like my wife came, dropped my son here today, and she didn't know where to find me, and I'm like, always find me here. I think I've been twice in my roofing business today, but I get notifications from my CRM about every single customer. So I use JobNimbus because it's $25 a month. You need any questions, I'll answer, I'll teach you. I teach it in the school, but you have to ask yourself, whatever CRM you are using, do you know your customer journey? When you call a doctor, okay, that doctor, that receptionist knows everything about you. That's just a fact. She knows by her data, by her CRM in the hospital, she'll know, what's your last doctor visit was, prescription, which pharmacy you go to, everything around it. They know about you. They might have new receptionists every 2 months. You might not see the doctor for 3 years, but they know it. You call me, I'll tell you who was the customer in 2017, who ran the appointment, who pulled the permit, who created note about dish question, if dish should be disconnected. I know all of it. If customer calls me and said, Dmitry, I'm pissed because my roof is leaking, I'm gonna go within 2 minutes get every single answer for that job. Can your CRM do it? That's my question. Answer your question honestly, because there's a training curve, but there's also CRM. If you don't even have it, I don't think you have a chance to grow your business to the point where you're not going to be involved in it anymore, because we can't rely on paper. We have to rely on digital. Everything is happening here now. Do we have questions?
Yep. Did Waxman's lawyers send you anything else?
Did Waxman lawyers sell me anything? No. I got few more threats from Waxman. Do you want guys me to read it? You probably do. So here's the latest from Waxman, and I'm sorry about bringing it up to you, but you guys asking pretty much Waxman. Let's see. He did not send me anything from lawyers, but hold on. Okay. He sent me this threat. He sent me demand for $1,000. And here's what the latest I got from Waxman. My mother is a friend with the Clintons, bro. So he threatened me with the Clintons. I don't know what's going on with this country. If you get in trouble, everybody knows Clintons, and it pretty much means like you're dead. So I don't know. It's like, okay, I have people who are friends with Putin. Do you want to really go that route? I mean, who do you think is more powerful? If you look at the enemies of Putin, how they ended, I mean, let's compare how enemies of Clintons ended. To my knowledge, a lot of them are still alive. I mean, one of them hanged himself. Anyway, she's extremely successful. She is helping me sue you. So his mom is helping him sue me. If Waxman, if you're watching this, can you ask your mom if she can help you pay back people that you stole money from? I think it will be more helpful, and will at least be the right thing to do. Last words, you'll hear from me. See you in court. Sleep tight. Of course, it's not the last thing. I mean, it goes. Look at this. It just goes. I would request like, don't contact me. Goes. Don't contact me. Goes. Don't contact me. So you're talking about like. Joshua requested $1,000. I don't know if you guys see it, but $1,000 for slander and libel. You'll see you're going to owe me like $100,050. Payment plan starts now. So he's desperate. When someone's saying you're gonna owe me $150,000 and his mom friends with Clintons, I don't know what drugs he's on, but this is not healthy brain right there. Just sorry. Let's go. Any questions?
Yeah. How often do you think I should be showing up or advertising on social media?
Depends on social media. I would say you do two things on social media. One, you build personal brand. Two, you build a brand. How often depends on the platform. Like I would say for social media, for Facebook, I would not do more than one post a day. You don't want to be a spammer. I would rather be a little bit more quality versus quantity for algorithms and everything else. But I would invest a little bit more in personal brand. We like personal brands. So the more you do work, and we're going to talk about lead generation next, but when you build a personal brand, people want to do business with you. Like my businesses grew when I started doing this. Even if it's not directly related, when you're going to go, public speaking event, when you become influencer, your business is going to grow regardless. You look at any business. I mean, people will do business with Tesla because of Elon Musk. No question asked. We like the personality, we can connect. So you build your personal brand. People know who you are. They will want to work for you. They will want to buy from you and so on. So use social media to do personal brand. Like right now, if I need a lawyer, or a public adjuster, I know guys who is in the public adjuster space who actually have personalities, and I have robots who just, I don't know what kind of personality. I don't even know if I'll be able to work with them, but I know quite a few friends. I've never hired them, but I know I would if I need their service. So this is what I created on social media myself. A lot of people came to work for me and do some business and stuff with me just because they've seen my personality. You throw yourself out there, I would say once a day. On Facebook, on Twitter, you can do 10 tweets a day. There's no limits. On YouTube, 3 videos per week. If you want to grow it, 1 video per week to stay consistent. Video per day if you like absolutely insane, don't want to have a life. And like Instagram, I don't know, 2 posts a day, morning and evening. TikTok, I don't know, 5 times a day. How creative you are, it's 10 seconds videos. You can do as much as you want to. It doesn't really matter. You can grow on TikTok overnight. Just spam it. The throne is not taken.
Do you have any upcoming videos on Google Ads?
Google Ads. We do have videos for the school. We actually just did a little tutorial on Google organic stuff today. I'm not going to be publishing a lot of stuff for everybody, because if I want to teach you, Google Ads, I want to show you someone's account. And for me, let's transition to the next one. Roofing Insights lead distribution. So here's what we decided to do. We have a group on the Facebook, Roofing Insights private group. If you guys are not part of it, join. I think it's one of the best groups on the Facebook. So we've been dropping our leads there. The problem is, we have our school, we have students, right? So the smallest entry, smallest package is $200 a month. And we have, we're publishing about 3-4 videos per week, brand new content. Content like how to do pay-per-click, Google leads and stuff, it has to be for the school, because if I'm taking my company and I show you a real number, like how much money I spent last week, I don't want the whole world to know it. I have a lot of people watching me, what I'm doing in Minneapolis today. I mean, I appreciate the network, I know they're my friends, but I don't want those marketers to compete against me, so I have to protect my business. And if I travel to other businesses, I want to, and I do the examples out of them and show you, like Ready Roofing, showing you how much money they're spending, what they're doing. I mean, I want to protect their identity too. So what we decided to do is all the private content like that, when we talk about real accounts, real spend, real sensitive information, it's always going to go to our online school first. You can watch those videos for $200 a month. It's cost of one lead. Now, what we're going to do, and this is not our leverage to get more sales. This is more us being more honest and more careful with our students. We're gonna start distributing our leads with our students first. So for example, last week we have 3 leads in Chicago, and we just dropped them to our Chicago students. We have 3 Chicago students, and we just give it to them. If we don't have a student in that market, like for example, if somebody comes from, like today we had the lead from Miami, and I'll read you some leads too, what kind of leads we're getting. This is actually good stuff, guys. So we have 150 videos on YouTube, and they literally generate us tons of leads. So I came across your website. This just came in 2:41, 19 minutes. I'm not gonna show because there's an email here. So 2:41, this lead came in. Came across your website through YouTube. We need to get our roof and gutters replaced in New Jersey urgently. Which shingle would you recommend use for our own house if you had a choice between Owens Corning Duration, Owens Corning Oak Ridge, and GF Timberline HD or Timberline HDZ? You know the answer to that question. You know our recommendation. Time is the essence, and we need to make a decision fast. Please let us know. Appreciate all your help and advice and regards. And it goes on and on. So there's pretty long email. We get emails like that all the time. We have homeowner from Colorado sending us pictures of his brick, asking how to, what shingles we recommend to match his brick. So people who watch our videos, they're doing their research. We have a lot of leads in California. For some reason, California people are very YouTubey. The same goes for a lot of other markets, Jersey. I mean, it's picking up greatly, right? So if you want our leads, we're not going to charge you. But if you're part of the school, even if it's a smaller package, $200 a month, you will get those leads for free as they come, and we see a huge increase in those leads. So if we don't have a student in that area, the next stop, it's kind of like waterfall. The next one is going to be Facebook, Roofing Insights Facebook private group. And if we don't find someone trusted there, then we'll just drop it on our Facebook page and say, well, we have a roofer, homeowner here, and hot lead. And you guys have seen it. If you're part of the group, you see how often we publish those. Sometimes I don't even publish if I know someone in the city already, and he's a really good student. We've been dealing with him. He serviced that. We just send it directly to him. Sometimes if we don't know on top of our head, we actually just order a huge map for our office. We're going to put the stickers of all our students on the map, and those leads from Roofing Insights channel are going to be distributed between our students. So I encourage you to try. You can try it for 1 month. If it doesn't work, it's not a lead generation service. This is just a bonus, but I think it's a good one. You have questions?
one more question. Where's the best place to spend on marketing, Facebook or Google?
Facebook or Google? It's hard. I would today I would split test them. I would say both Facebook and Google are worth investing. I think that's where the money is going to be in for the next 5-10 years. If you look the amount of searches, Facebook is not for homeowners to find a contractor yet, but Facebook already have dating services. Facebook is catching up with everything. They have marketplace. So today Facebook competes with the Craigslist, with the marketplace. We're selling a whole bunch of equipment here at Roofing Insights today. I asked my guy to help me, Robert, the comedian guy, and the funny one, the funny Russian. So we asked him to post stuff online. He did everything marketplace. I'm like, can you do Craigslist ads? Like 5 years ago, it would be all Craigslist. Today, it's all Facebook. Marketplace killed the Craigslist, in my opinion. Now we have a dating service. So I think it's a matter of time when companies like Facebook will come up with something to connect with the contractors, or maybe Amazon. Amazon is also getting in the game. So I don't know. Like, I would keep trying them both. Facebook has very interesting dynamic. It worked for some people like religiously and they're killing it, and some people who just can't figure it out. I feel like it has something to do with your personality, with your effort, with your creativity and your market. So it's not only dollars spent. So and also sometimes you just have to keep trying. Like sometimes you go in and spend $1,000 and it has 0 results, and sometimes you go spend $1,000 and you have 50 leads. I mean, it's give or take, it's ups and downs. And Google, on the other hand, I mean, Google is still the king. The searches are there. It's not getting cheaper, it's getting more, but everything is getting more. I mean, crappy call center leads now cost you like $200. And you have to prepay $5,000-$6,000 to start using them. At least here, you can spend $1,000, see what kind of results you're getting. Question?
Somebody was wondering what your CrossFit PR was today.
CrossFit PR, I did clean, squat clean, 275 pounds. It's on my messenger in the stories, I think I published. 275, it's really big. So 6 months ago, I have this competition called, it's CrossFit Open. It's the biggest competition in the world, like 200,000 people competing in it. And it was an escalating weight. So every round, I think it was like 4 rounds, every round weight goes up and you have to squat clean and jerk the weight. So the third round was 225, was like 7 reps, and then was like 2 other movements. And the last round, and it was 20-minute cap, and the last round was 275 pounds. So I came to it, I finished 3 rounds and 18 minutes. I have 2 more minutes to finish. I have 5 rounds, 5 lifts of 275. Couldn't lift it one time, like I didn't even try. I could get it like maybe here. And for 6 months, I've been working my ass off to get the 275, and I don't know, just flew up here. I think it's just those White Claws really made me stronger.
Giveaway reminder to wrap it up.
All right, so guys, we're doing giveaway today. I would say within an hour, we're gonna announce it. We're also gonna upload this video to YouTube. And within a couple hours, we're gonna pick up our winners. So we have 3 prizes today. Full access to our school membership. That's unlimited package. It's $1,500. 1 ticket to Atlanta, 1 ticket to Seattle. If you win, if we really like your comment, and it's not one of those 2 classes we already have membership giveaway, but you are maybe in the class we're gonna attend in the future. We have like 8 more cities to go this year. Maybe we'll give you a ticket somewhere there as well. So what you have to do, you have to answer this question. What should we do with the cease and desist letter? So we received cease and desist letter. It will cost us, let's say, $10,000. We might or might not have actually received it. But what should we do if we did? And comment below. The most sarcastic, funny comment will get one of those 3 prizes. Good luck to you guys. Thanks for your attention. Do we have any more questions?
Nope, no questions.
All right, guys. I'll see you in the next video.